Hey, what's the deal, YouTube? This is Max, and I am back with another video. And before I get started, I want to say Happy New Year to everyone. We have a wonderful 2015. I hope 2014 was a good year. And even if it wasn't, 2015 is ahead of us, and we can now look forward to that. Want to give a quick, brief, wonderful shout out to Bridget from London. Thank you, Bridget, for your comment and the request for the video. I know there's been a lot of folks that's been wanting to have me wanted me to make a video, and I've been kind of procrastinating, a little busy here there. But again, I'm on Facebook, so a lot of you guys knew that I was still alive. But I did want to make a video because it has been 2 years and like 10 days since I had surgery. I was originally 356 pounds. I've lost over 106 pounds, and I'm about 151, 52 pounds, and I ballooned up to 256 over the holiday. Can you believe that shit? Fucking 6 pounds. Please, man, I could care less. Half that's water and the other half is food, and I enjoyed every morsel of it. And the great thing about this sleeve is all you have to do is, just the next day, just decide, okay, well, the next few days I'll eat, vegetables, or eat, your normal thing, and 2 weeks from then you just lose 8 pounds. So I know we say it a lot in this community that it's a tool, and it is a tool, but it's a tool that you can pull out and use when you want. And if you go overboard, or you have a bad weekend and you have your little chocolate binge or your cookie binge, or for me sometimes it's pretzel binge, it never takes long to get right back on track. I just decide, okay, well, this following week I'm just going to eat vegetables. So it'll be anything from, Brussels sprouts to, salads. And once you're full with the sleeve, you're full. Your body is not saying, oh, well, I didn't really have anything. I didn't have any meat. No, it don't care. Well, as far as I'm concerned anyway, with my body. Once you're full, you're full. So sometimes I'll just, eat vegetables for a week. And maybe throw a little thing of rice or something, because you can't eat but so much anyway. One of the biggest things that's been that I found since the surgery is that from a social standpoint, food is not that important. It's almost like you go somewhere, or somebody says that they want to invite you to dinner, they want to go out after work for dinner or this, and it's like, I'm like, who wants to go eat? Because it's such a pain. And I'm past the stage of my brain wanting to eat X, Y, and Z, but my stomach not. It's just that life moves. Once you have the surgery, it doesn't revolve around food. Your life just doesn't revolve around food anymore. Food is like something that you do because you have to. In my case. And it's not something that I really need to do. And if I go to a place and they've got finger food, perfect. I'm loving it. I'm eating the little finger things here, especially over the holiday. Went to a few Christmas parties, and they have these the little hors d'oeuvres and things. So it's perfect. And but I did make 2 sweet potato pies while here in Australia, and I ate 2 sweet potato pies as well. Took me 2 weeks to eat them, but I was able to get them in. I also had went to the Sleeves Down Under meet and greet back in October. I know I'm a little bit late, but I met some wonderful, wonderful, wonderful people on that. Over that weekend in Sydney. We went to the Opera House, and some did the walk and the tower, and we saw the bridge, and we went shopping. I spent a lot of time with VSG Barb, Kay, and Crystal, especially that Sunday before we left. And those 3 women are just amazing people, just good, just loving human beings, and to look at them today and to see where they've come from, not only mentally but also physically. They look so different. I mean, they went to Sydney for the weekend for the meet and greet and ended up doing a 4K, or I think it was a 1K, a 2K. I don't know what kind of K, but I was like, I ain't walking no 4 miles or whatever. And they went and had a really good time. And I met Hayes' Journey. I met VSG Cass. I met Peak's Journey. Spent time talking to him and his buddy, man. And Peak's a really good guy. It was good to see him. Of course, everyone that knows Lisa VSG. Lisa is the queen bee of hospitality. She had a really nice apartment in Sydney and invited everybody back. And you could actually look out over the balcony over the city. And folks were just kind of having a really, really good time. Little Aussie Mel, everyone knows Mel, and if you don't, you can subscribe to her as well. But Mel organized the whole thing, and it went off without a hitch. I mean, this thing was, Mel, you should do party planning or something else. It was really good. Everyone had enough time to do the things that they needed to do. There was no pressure to be anywhere at any time. We drank. We danced, we partied, we had a really good time. I met VSG Peter, I met West Aussie Bell, along with her husband. I spent some time with Susie Menzini, and Susie is, what can you say? I mean, I love Susie and spent time with her as well. And of course, Phil Olsen was there. It was so good to see Phil. I remember when Phil first came on to YouTube, or came on, was seeing my videos. So it was really good to not only shake his hand, but to give him a big old hug. And it was good to put eyes on him as well. And we just had a really, really, really good time. There was Kylie, Chasing Dreams. Sarah Menard was there, and Sarah is the quietest, sweetest young girl that was there. She was just and you did the right thing by having surgery at that young age, and you don't have to be thinking about, like myself, where I think about, damn, I should have had this done 10 years ago or 20 years ago. You having it at the right time, and you look good as well. And there's a whole bunch of other folks that I spent time with and met, and there was a lot of things that I just from talking, because our community, it was men in the community, but I spent time talking to a lot of women. Of course, I'm gonna talk to the women, but I found out a lot of things about some things that women do to one another, how they're treated from a societal standpoint, things that you don't necessarily carry them around, but they stay with you. It's things that you remember. I had someone tell me that when they were in high school, guys used to bark at them when they walked past, and basically calling her a dog. And she had also gone to a shop with her mom and was told by one of the people who worked there, just came up to them and said, hey, we don't really have any clothes to fit you here in this store. You do better going down the street. And I'm like enraged. I'm like, what kind of shit is that? If I was you, I would have. And she just, I'll never forget, it was Crystal, just looked at me and was very calm about it. And she said, Max, I'm already fat. I've already been asked to leave. And now I don't want to make a scene because I've been asked to leave and I'm already fat and none of the clothes can fit me as well. And you just put your head down and walk out. And I never had that type of experience, but I could imagine that wasn't the only experience that she has had. Her mom was there as well. So I know that you ladies carry a little bit more baggage, just because the world is evil, other women are evil, and men, They just looking for, titties and ass. And now you done lost weight. Now everybody's in your face. And that's because you look good. And it's a shame that the world is that way. But I hope that anybody that is, struggling with, their own perception of who they are, you are who you are. You look in that mirror and you see you've lost, 70 kilos or 70 pounds or whatever. You have to convince yourself that you've done what you wanted to do, and that you look good. And sure enough, you stay in our community long enough, people will tell you how good you look. Or you want to check out how good you look, go out on a Friday night with no makeup on. Just with the weight loss, put on some regular shoes, whatever, go out with your normal friends and watch how many people are in your face and things like that. And that's not always a good thing, because some of you may not have that much experience with dudes, and you think this guy is, Mr. Sweet Guy, but all he wanted to do was hit it, and now your heart broke. So I ain't going into that, but I'm saying just be careful and try to convince yourself that you look good. Try and convince yourself that what you've done has been something very positive. I also want to give a big shout out to Angela HL. Angela is truly an angel. She's sent me a few things since I've been over here in Australia. Is always making sure that I'm fine and wondering how things are going, and her weight loss herself has been really good. So Angela, I wanted to give you a big shout out, and you need to make a video as well. What else is going on? Really nothing. I think I'm still getting a lot of people subscribing to the channel because of my video 10 reasons not to have weight loss surgery. So for you folks that are subscribe to my channel, I really appreciate it. This is just making videos. I don't get money or anything like that, and half the time I don't have a whole lot to say, but when I do, I will make a video. But if you're thinking about having surgery, if you're thinking about doing something good for yourself, and I've said this in a number of videos, why not have the surgery? I mean, don't make a New Year's resolution that you're gonna go to the gym. Don't make a New Year's resolution that you're going to start eating right, and you're going to do the paleo diet, and you're going to do the liquid diet, and you're going to do this. Just, if you've been struggling with this for a while, go have surgery, and, look at the success that others have had. So what I'm going to try to do toward the end of this video is just throw in some photos of the meet and greet, and also some recent photos that I may have taken. And again, this is just to let folks who are new to the channel, or folks who've been thinking about having surgery. Everybody you see in these photos used to be extremely overweight. They used to be huge, and they are now look the way that you want to look. Because when I look at these photos, or I've shown, folks, when I was get back to work or whatever, I'm showing folks these, and they're like, oh my God, all of these people used to be heavy, they used to be fat. And I'm like, yeah, they can't believe it that these folks used to be overweight, because we kind of quote unquote look normal. So I'm going to do that toward the end of the video. And like I said, I know I missed some names from the meet and greet, and that is not on purpose. But it's so long ago. It's so long ago. But I did want to do a quick video for the new year. We're coming up on 15 minutes. So like I said, I'll probably do another video, maybe like in about 2 weeks, just to get some just to kind of throw a couple things out there, nothing big, but like I said, I appreciate everyone who's subscribed. I will continue to do videos. Thanks for all the support, Bridget. Thank you for just checking up on me and kind of inspiring me to get this going. And Susie, again, I hope all is well with you as well. Lisa and Sarah and all of you guys, I just want to thank you for the good time that I had over there in Sydney, and the love that you guys showed me. So I'll go at this point, And like I said, I'll throw a few pictures at the end of the video, and hopefully I'll talk to you guys in a few. So again, love, peace, and hair grease. Y'all stay up like wallpaper. And again, thanks for everything, and you guys all have a wonderful, happy New Year.
Yeah? Seriously? I kinda like that.
Now in most places, when you wake up and the sun goes down, people usually frown, but when you jumping off, it doesn't make a difference. And since me and you are the hottest things in here, we gon' dance, spin you around like Fred Astaire.
Been working non-stop day and night, but tomorrow I got the day off, and I feel alright. Now waited for this all week long. Pick up all my friends and we blast our favorite song. I'm gonna be up all night, cause I don't have to work tomorrow. Stay out till the morning light. Llegamos hasta las 8. Wake up as the sun goes down, and the new night is just beginning. And we'll keep dancing till tomorrow. Tonight I got almost infinite time to love until I'm good, and I'll dance until I'm high. Without a worry on my mind. Without a worry on my mind. 'Cause I can do my thing till the sun begins to shine. I'm gonna be up all night, 'cause I don't have to work tomorrow. Stay out till the morning light. Llegamos hasta las 8. Wake up as the sun goes down. The new night is just beginning, and we'll keep dancing till tomorrow.
Isn't it funny how the moon can always look different than the night before when you saw it in? When we move again, and it seems as if we standing still, but our wills will eat the destiny, feed the hunger. You know I want ya, and I propose tact, make your toes tap. Thoughts of work, lose that. Thoughts of us, yeah, that.
Tonight I feel free.